Hello and welcome to Glimmer of Genius. My name's Luke and I make YouTube videos. On the line with me is Simon Wright, and this is a podcast all about Magic the Gathering, bringing you the latest from MTG news, tournament reports, deck ideas, and sometimes even a little bit of MTG finance. Kind of taking a little bit of a chilled approach to Standard, some of the new cards that are making waves, and a little bit of focus on Arena. Speaking of Arena, Simon, have you been playing much Arena at the moment? Have you been enjoying
Yes, it is how I play most of my Magic currently.
Yeah? Everything?
Yeah. Not everything, but mainly. Yeah, I mean, I don't really play constructed paper Magic, just because, as previously discussed, all my cards are in the business and therefore always up for sale. So the only sort of constructed Magic I play is Commander now and again, and that's I've only really got one deck. On Arena I play limited and constructed.
Because there's been a lot of changes recently with, I'll say a lot of changes. There's been a recent change to Arena with the start of the new season. They've fixed a couple of things. Most notably was the ranking system for constructed, actually adding in what they call on their traditional constructed, which I think that choice of verbiage actually is really quite indicative of how Magic is actually going through quite a lot of change. If you think about Magic and where things were 6 months to a year ago, things do feel quite different. Attitudes towards bannings.
It's funny you say with traditional constructed. Are you saying that's now ranked as well?
So so just to clarify, basically the ranked ladder you could do where you got your gold, bronze, silver, platinum, mythic, whatever they're called, which gave you a reward at the end of the season for doing so, which I have to say isn't that much of a reward. It's like barely a couple of packs, even at the top level. But that's just my sort of negative opinion on that. But then, so that's that. Before they had that, it was just best of one, which was fine. And when you're kind of just going, I've got my daily challenge of cast 20 red spells or whatever, you just go, right, I've thrown together burn, I'll just play that in the best of ones and we'll call that a day, get my gold or whatever. I was never really drawn to the whole new format thing. Like, I think it's great that they kind of had this new best of one format, so like you had decks like burn and fog or whatever. Like you had these what people will kind of call good best of one sort of strategies, which would be suited to just trying to basically cheese a win, I guess. And I wasn't really interested in kind of going to that next level. At lunch the other day, people were talking about their best of ones and stuff, and they were saying, they were main decking things like Deface. And Deface, if you don't know what that is, which is the 1-mana sorcery which says destroy target artifact or creature with defender. And people are like,
I knew what it was.
I'd never heard of it until they were talking about it, and they're like, it's they were main decking it because in best of ones they were going against like really rogue decks, and it's like, it's just weird. Like you'd have these one-offs.
Even so, that's a bit out there. But no, I quite like my current standard. My main one was Moldra Hulk, Golgari Moldra Hulk, and that was quite well known having one-offs because it's graveyard shenanigans, so it's quite good. So all of a sudden I was like, I want to try this new ooze out. Drop one card and put in an ooze for a while and test it out.
So are you doing best of ones now then, or are you joined into the...
I usually do best of ones just because it's quick for me. I'm also rubbish at sideboarding. Then I'm like, what's the point? Because surely you want to get ranks. Because if you want to qualify for the first Magic Arena Championship, whatever it is, if you haven't already got an invite, the only way to do it is to be the top 8 ranked players in Arena at the end of February. I don't know how they're going to count the top 8 ranked, because for all I know, you have the top level, and what happens if there's more than 8 players in it? How do they classify who's the top?
Well, there's going to be more than 8.
They haven't given any details about that, as far as I'm aware.
No, there's going to be more than 8 people who've got Mythic.
Exactly. So how do they choose how do they decide the top 8?
Yeah, no, that'll be interesting to see. And actually, that leads me on to something I wanted to mention as well, which was you were talking about the event that they're doing, which is going to be all a weird format as well. And they were talking about you choose more than one deck, and then you choose your deck that you play, and they're choosing it seems that they're choosing people sort of almost arbitrarily, or people that have got good exposure on social media, and
it's definitely
like
not arbitrary who they're choosing. I'd say it's calculated.
Okay, yeah. I mean arbitrary in a.
They're not going to pay someone $7,500 just to appear in a tournament if they don't think it's going to bring in viewers or help boost
people money to. They're paying people to be in a tournament.
Everyone who goes to this invitational is paid $7,500.
What?
That's just for turning up.
Okay. Wow.
Right, did you not know this?
No, I had no idea. Okay, yeah. So when I say arbitrary, I mean, yeah, that's the wrong word, really. Basically, it doesn't seem like it's done on like ability at the game necessarily. It's going to be on who they want there.
Yeah. It's not all just going to be Magic Pros.
That's what I mean. It's going to be
people that watch Magic Pros are already interested in Magic. They don't need more Magic players to watch more people playing Magic Arena. They need a new audience. This isn't a Pro Tour. It's not a World Cup. It's an invitational tournament to showcase Magic Arena.
Yeah.
That's what people don't really understand, or they understand, they just don't appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's basically good for the game.
Yeah, I suppose that's the thing, isn't it? We're people that have been invested in the game for however long. We're not the target audience, clearly.
And it's nice that there is also 8 spots available for people that do well at Arena. But I think there's not enough information on, as we discussed, how the top 8 is decided.
No.
But also, why is there no ranked tournaments? Why was all the ranked matches just one-offs? Even with this best of 3, it's just a one-off game. It's ranked and that's it. Why is there not a tournament for more gold and more cards? It seems a bit counterproductive. Like when I log in, I'm like, well, when I do want to play constructed, it's usually when I don't have enough gold to play limited. If I've got enough gold to draft, I'm going to go draft.
Yeah.
I haven't got enough gold to draft. I'm going to play some constructed. Happy to play for a tournament, try and bump my gold up a bit. But I'm like, oh, but it doesn't count towards my rankings. And this is what I thought last month, but there was no like tournament on the line to qualify for. Don't get me wrong, there's no way I'm qualifying for this tournament, but it was still like even previous month before, I was like, well, I want to go up in my ranks and make sure I get to. Actually, to be fair, I'm interested in getting to gold in both constructed and limited, because once you get to gold, you get the 1,000 gold and 2 booster packs.
Yeah.
And after gold, level gold, you don't get any more gold currency. You just get an additional booster pack for each level.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's one booster pack. It's not
worth the time.
It's not worth it. So yeah, I focus on getting the gold in both, limited and constructed. So I get 1,000 gold from both and 2 booster packs from each. And after that, I'll look to play the tournaments.
Yeah.
But it's a bit counterintuitive. They're not ranked. There's no ranked tournament.
No, I find it odd, but I guess they're still finding their feet with it, aren't they? They're kind of learning, and it's interesting that you say that they're. I know the Pro Tour, the promotional tour, that's kind of the whole point of that thing initially, and they're really kind of going back to that mentality, aren't they, of this little tournament to try and recruit some new players.
If anyone's not aware, the format for this tournament it's standard, but there's no sideboarding. The players can choose. They submit 2 decks. The 2 decks can be exactly the same if they want to, but they have to submit 2 decks.
Yeah.
And they play one in round 1, the other in round 2, and it's either, if it goes to round 3, it's either randomly decided what they play in round 3, or they pick which deck they want to play in round 3. So a lot of people are upping arms like this. Obviously, that's not Magic.
Yeah.
It's not Magic we're used to. But it's going to be a lot more interesting, I think, especially for newer players to be watching this, especially on Arena. It's going to be exciting. You're going to see. It's not going to be the same as a Pro Tour. Watching people how they sideboard, you're going to see a lot more decks, I think, and it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
It should be fun. Don't get me wrong. It will never replace best of 3 sideboard Magic. Even though I hate sideboarding, I appreciate it for constructive. It's one of the most important parts of the game. But yeah, it's going to be. This is trying to reach a different audience, and hopefully we'll convert. A lot of them will just come to Arena, stick to Arena, and be happy with that. But Wizards are obviously hoping to convert a percentage of them into actual paper Magic players. And they need that boost. If they don't get that boost, a lot of people worried that Arena's going to replace paper Magic, blah blah blah. And I had a discussion with one of the Wizard reps today, and it's like, no, if we don't do Arena, we're going to lose paper Magic.
Yeah.
Because we're not going to sustain the numbers needed to make it a productive business, a profitable business. You need to keep getting numbers in. It's always been Wizards' drive: get new players in. I think it's fair to say Arena should have been here 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Before Hearthstone, before Elder Scrolls, whatever it's called. Wizards should have been leading the charge on that, and they didn't bother because they had a monopoly. And they didn't have to act until
it all started happening. Yeah, no, it makes sense. It's a shame it kind of gets to that point, but you can totally see it. It's like, people are still,
Now they know they're going to act. They need to act, and they will act. And it's not to make Arena the go-to most profitable part of Magic, but it's to help support the paper part as well. And I do think the two go hand in hand. You see why they're doing promo codes for paper and Arena. Never done that with MTGO whatsoever.
No, what does that look?
And I had a chat with the Wizard today about maybe putting more promos into promo codes into boosters and stuff. But it's a hard line to balance because you don't want that suddenly becoming a market on itself. You see on the Facebook page people trying to sell these promo codes, pre-release promo codes for £2 a piece. It's like, why? The way they've set it up, you can only use it as a one-off. And there's plenty of them around. I mean, I went to 4 pre-releases. I can only use one. It means I've got 3 spare. And I think most people are in the same boat where this isn't the way they designed it. It's something that doesn't have value. This pre-release code.
Yeah.
Because you can use it one, and it's a good idea. But it would be nice to see more things like that implemented into the system.
People like customization actually in a lot of gaming online. So you could offer like promo codes to get a unique guild-specific avatar or something like that.
Yeah, or they do promo codes for what have they done? Mythic Edition Planeswalkers.
Yes,
they had one of those. That was quite fun.
That was cool. There's lots they can do.
You better believe my Mythic Edition Raska is always in my Golgari deck at the moment because it's weird. It's weird. On Arena, it's different. So like in paper Magic, you want the playset to be the same.
Yeah.
And the key reason is that is because if someone views your hand with a Duress or a Forces and they note your cards down and you draw a duplicate of that card later on, and if you play, as long as they're the same set, they don't know you've drawn the same one.
Yeah.
They don't know you've drawn an additional card on the card. You don't have to worry about these players on. In Arena, it's totally different. When they view your hand, the cards they see permanently stays revealed.
Yep.
However, if you draw the same card again into your hand, from what I'm aware of, you don't know which one, especially if you start switching around, you don't know which one they can actually see.
No.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So it actually works better to have them from different editions.
Okay.
So I found anyway. Did that make sense?
It did, yeah. Because normally, like you say, you wouldn't be able to see it.
I know if I've got a normal Raska and then I draw a Mythic Edition one later, I know, they've only seen the normal one, therefore I won't accidentally play the Mythic one before the other one.
That's good. So with Arena having a big impact in Magic at the moment, actually one of the things I noticed quite a bit was people just talking about it a lot. When I say hanging out the other day, and the amount of conversations that people were having that were just centered around having played Magic on Arena, and it really does feel like it's taking off. It's not just something that's happening to other people. It's really good. I'm really enjoying it.
Most of our paper Magic players at the shop will play Arena. Not all of them, but most of them have got into it and they love it. It hasn't diminished their attendance in store at all.
No.
And we have seen an uptick in new players wandering in going, oh yeah, I thought I'd come check it out. I've been looking at Arena. Seems quite good. I've got here some intro decks. This is what we do, so it's really good. On the other hand, we've also had just random players walk in that I thought new players. I think like, oh, you've been playing Arena. I go, no, but we've heard a lot of talk about Magic lately, and that's probably Arena has generated that in itself.
Yeah.
They haven't leaked it to Arena directly, but they've come in asking because they've the talk about Magic has increased.
Yep.
But it's great. It's like we can give them a deck talk about, and if they go, "Oh, can you show me how to play?" Sometimes we're too busy to do that, but so at the moment, we go, actually, if you've got a PC or a laptop, download Arena, free to play, give it a go.
Yeah.
The first 30 minutes will teach you how to play the game, the basics anyway.
Yeah.
Then come back to us. We'll get you into a draft.
First hit is always free.
Yeah. We say that a lot. Yeah, there's often go, this deck's free. Yeah.
That one is.
Yeah, that goes. This card is 20 quid.
Speaking of cards that cost 20 quid, how much is Hydroid Krasis or Krasis?
The last ones I sold were, I sold two for, I did sell two for 20 quid each, but they were to a friend and he traded them in. But on the website price at the moment, they're 24, 25 quid.
So if I was speculating on Krasis, or not speculating, because I think the time for speculation is well and truly past.
Well over. Yeah, we were picking up around release weekend for 6-7 quid a pop.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Is that something that you had your eyes on straight away, that you were like, oh, I'm going to get me some of that? Or
to be fair, I don't really speculate. If new cards are coming out, like new mythics are always going to have a premium when the set first release until the market gets saturated and the demand is met, when people start opening more with drafts and just opening booster boxes. So it's always a good idea to buy some single mythics. But I did have the opportunity to play the Hydra at pre-release. I was lucky enough to open it in my pool, in my Simic pool as well. So so I knew it was good. I don't know how long the hype will last, but I've had it played against me in Arena a bit, and it is quite horrible.
Yep. People are comparing it to Sphinx's Revelation on legs, and it's
what it sort of is.
Yeah, I think that's pretty fair. Like,
I mean, people say it dies to a lot of removal, but it's true. But you've already gained a life and drawn the card, at least one card to replace it normally. So
yeah. I feel really happy when people kill my Midnight Reaper. I'm like, yeah, I got a card for that.
Yeah.
So when they kill my Hydroid Krasis, which is going to be however big you've managed to get it, and then you've drawn cards and gained a lot, like you say, you don't care. It's like, well, he's done his job.
Yeah, they've usually 1 for 2 themselves, and Midnight Reaper I quite like as well. There's usually 1 for 2 themselves as well. People quite often say your opponent kills your Midnight Reaper too early.
Yeah.
Which I would probably agree with. But as soon as they see it on the board, they go, yeah, kill it. And you're actually like, fine, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Lose a life, draw a card. Lovely.
Especially
playing Burn. Oh, love it. Yeah, it's a bit shock this way.
No, yeah, Midnight Reaper, actually, funnily enough, does see that's where the Krasis decks, that was the one, I think that won for one of the first SCG tournaments.
Yeah.
But basically it's like a Sultai deck now, which is it's literally the gold, not the Undergrowth deck that you're familiar with, the more stock green black list with that's literally just
the good list.
The good list. That's literally gone, we'll just splash blue and play 3 to 4 Hydroid Krasis, and then that's the deck. The only other change is a couple of counter spells in the sideboard, and instead of Chupacabra, they're kind of leaning into what's he called? The pirate hostage taker.
Hostage taker. Take your guy. Yeah.
Because that's a funny one. No, because that's a funny one to if you can untap and then cast their own Krasis, then that's pretty disgusting. But yeah, that seems to be kind of like the starting point for a lot of people with this new format. It's like, I've been playing this Golgari deck. I'm going to put this awesome card in my Golgari deck, and that's fine.
And Mana in Stand is so good at the moment. It's easily done.
Yeah.
And it is. I've seen it in action. It is a good deck.
One of the things I've been trying to force to work, which I'm not convinced it's working at the moment, but giving it a few test runs, is the Spawn of Mayhem, which is the 4 mana that you can spectacle for 3 mana, 4/4 flying demon dude. That's pretty cool. It's good fun. But at the moment, I'm sort of trying it in a bit of a slightly different shell, like a black-white kind of mid-rangey, but also can be quite aggressive style deck, which can curve Gutter Bones into Adante Vanguard into that, which can be quite nice against some of the more controlling decks. just trying to focus on more sticky or hard to kill or recursive kind of threats. I did one league online, and I went 4-1 with it. And I was like, oh, this is potentially got some legs, this. And then I did another league immediately afterwards and went 1-4. I was like, oh. Magic's a cruel game sometimes.
My draft leagues have been quite horrendous lately. I've been doing some silly things. It's mainly because of a card called it's a blue-white enchantment, Highway something.
Oh, is this the one that does
creatures deal damage as their butts instead of their fronts?
Something like, yeah, I know the one you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can also pay 4 to untap a creature.
Yeah.
It's not a great card, but I keep falling for it at the moment.
Well, I heard some people talking about that. They were saying, oh, like they were kind of very kind of matter of fact. Oh, no one drafts it, so I just picked it up and got all this good stuff late, and it's like, yeah, sounds like it could actually be quite good. Like if you get all the pieces.
There's some key pieces that you can like. The advisors go quite well with it. The 2/5 unblockable guy goes really well with it.
That kind of seems like a great card all round for limited though.
And the 1/3 guy that gets unblockable if you play a gate, deals damage, draw a card, also quite fun with it. Yeah, the first deck I put together went quite well, but the second deck, it wasn't really that sort of deck, but it ended up going that way. But I first picked the artifact, which was a mistake. It was a huge mistake. The whole draft though should have been called the artifact, where it's play multicolour spell, draw a card, tap for any colour mana.
Yeah.
Followed up by the second pick, white enchantment. Something Tives. Whenever your player draws a card, they have to pay 2. If not, you create a colourless treasure token.
Oh, I know the one, yeah.
So I'm thinking, okay, I can just be like multicoloured craziness and do whatever I want. Yeah, it didn't work out.
No.
It's okay. It turned into a giant treasure wreck.
Oh dear.
I'm 1-2 in that league at the moment. I'm too scared to go back to it.
It's the that Orzhov enchantment. How much mana is it?
The Orzhov enchantment?
Yeah, the white thing, the tithe one, the mana tithe.
Oh, 4 mana.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's not great. To be fair, when you've got it, one game I had them both on the board. It was awesome. I got to see loads of stuff. Still lost because my deck was shit.
Oh dear. It's amazing, isn't it, how you can draft and just be like, I've created something marvellous here, and then you play it and you just get smashed, and you're like, oh my god, what have I done?
Because I've basically banned, so it's even got the green enchantment, which untaps all your land that you're untapped step.
Wilderness Reclamation.
Yeah, that's it, and it's got Simic Ascendancy as well. So it's supposed to be good stuff. It's supposed to be doing really good stuff.
You are doing all of the shit. Like, this is...
Unfortunately, he plays like 12 creatures.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Speaking of Wilderness Reclamation, am I being crazy, or is that card going to get banned?
In Standard?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No? I was very scared of it for a little while, and I've seen it do some pretty crazy things. What I do appreciate, though, is the removal that exists that can also hit enchantments.
Yeah. I mean, it can be pretty busted, but it's 4 mana to play it.
Yeah, but it's basically free though, don't forget that. Because you play it and then you immediately untap.
I guess if you're the control player, then
yeah. It's like you play it, you untap, and then you've got counter magic out for your good.
But if you're the control player, you play it and they mortify it, you're probably dead.
Yep. But mortify requires a pretty heavy colour cut.
But it doesn't matter at the moment because the mana's so good.
True. I don't think it'll be banned. If anything's going to get banned, it would be that card.
And if worse comes to worse, you've got everyone's playing Golgari, so you've got Assassin's Trophy.
That's true. Actually, I don't really. If I was thinking they're going to ban anything, it should be Nexus of Fate. Because I don't know if you've heard, but people have been people have had their accounts banned or locked down because they're basically like trolling people with Nexus of Fate, literally just looping it.
Yeah, that's what you do with Nexus of Fate. That's the whole point of the card.
Yeah, but looping it and literally just that's all they're doing.
Oh, instead of end of the game.
Yeah.
You can always concede. Oh no, because you can't. You have time to respond, haven't you?
Mm-hmm. Well, no, you can always concede. You just exit the game. Like you can just close. But it's just the fact.
Chuck your laptop out the window.
Yeah.
Through the window.
But yeah, I just think it's so miserable. Like even people thinking about playing that deck like, oh, I just can't play that because it's just miserable.
I think they'll be very reluctant to ban what's Fate Reforged. I think what's the promo called?
Nexus of Fate.
Nexus of Fate. I think they'll be quite reluctant to ban it just because it is the buy box promo.
Yeah. It shouldn't have happened anyway. It just shouldn't have happened. Like, what is that? What even is that card? It's just ridiculous.
Well, that's the thing, though. They want to do something special to sell boxes. I don't know if it worked.
I'm not sure. I'll be interested to see some numbers on that.
Well, we had a shit ton of buy box promos left over. I'm thinking more about Commander Days for the last month, 2 months.
Nexus of Fate?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's gone back up to 15 quid now, I think. I probably dropped. When it's down to like 5 or 6 quid, I was giving like 3 or 4 away every Commander Day.
Wow.
Now up to 15 quid away, I'll give away like 1 Commander Day, maybe.
Crikey.
Yeah, we got given loads. We didn't get all the box promos away, so we didn't. I've still got a stack sitting there now.
Fair enough. I think boxes are hard to sell though these days.
It'll be harder after Brexit.
Oh God. Let's not talk about Brexit.
I can't wait till Brexit. Woo!
Oh yeah, that's gonna be great.
I know, just because their magic card market can fuck right off.
that's what you're looking for. I suppose every cloud, you know.
That's the only silver lining I have to Brexit is magic card market will no longer be competitive. So just a heads up to all you Magic players that might have voted to leave.
Yeah, that's it. You only got yourselves to blame now.
Yeah. So
are there any other cards that you're looking at that you're thinking are interesting, either financially or they're in interesting decks at the moment?
The ooze I like.
Do you like it just because it's an ooze?
That is part of it.
It actually saw play in some of these decks, like people are playing it as a little one-off fun of.
Yeah, I think it is quite. It's. Someone said, "Oh, you play it's 5 mana, it dies to shock." I'm like, yeah, but you've still got another 2. If they kill it that turn, fine, but you've still got a 2/2 left over. If they don't kill it, you'll end up with 2 3/3s for 5 mana at the end of their turn. At the end of your turn, that will either they have to deal with that now 3 for you straight away, otherwise you're going to get bigger and make more oozes. I don't know.
Yeah, if it works, then yeah. But I mean, I think Tender Shoot Dryad does a very similar thing. And
yeah, well, probably Tender Shoot Dryad probably does a better thing.
Yeah.
It's just true.
Personally, I think
but Tender Shoot Dryad has to have Ascension.
Yeah.
So if you play it on turn 5, you might not have Ascension.
That's true. I just think in either scenario, I'd rather have another Krasis or a way to kill a Krasis or just a decent removal spell, like, I don't know, or a Planeswalker. Planeswalkers are good.
Have you heard about the new Modern set that's coming out soon?
Wait, what?
Well, Modern Product.
Modern Product? Do you mean Modern Masters? Or they?
No, not Modern Masters. There is going to be some announcement this month about a new Modern Product.
Ah.
I think it might be more along the lines of, the old event deck they used to do.
Oh, yes.
I think it might be more like, so we've got standard Challenger decks. I think they might do modern Challenger decks.
Can they put Stoneforge Mystic in it like they did last time? That would be funny.
But it's not in modern.
That's what happened. They released. Do you remember back in standard they did the event deck with Stoneforge Mystic and then they banned it.
Oh yeah, they do that too often. But people are thinking it might be a way. So like how you have commander decks, which have a lot of reprinting, but they also have very cards that are just unique in themselves.
Yep.
So I think this might be a way. If this happens, it's a way to introduce cards directly into modern by bypassing standard. If you follow.
Oh, what, new cards?
Yeah, new cards.
Oh.
So decks which they might not be decks. I think there'll be some sort of event deck, challenger deck-esque sort of thing, which I think will make more sense. But they might have cards that are new and therefore go straight into modern. And instead of, how commander cards are commander legal and or vintage and legacy legal.
Yeah.
Automatically.
Yeah. Which I've always thought
the way for them
weird.
to say, actually, these modern cards, these cards in these modern products are also modern legal.
Yeah.
Because the thing of getting new cards into modern is they have to get through standard first.
Yeah, they can't do anything too broken. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's very hard to get a card through standard that isn't then banned before it gets to modern. Well, it can get to modern straight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know completely. I think they've been knocking it out of the park though with this recently. Like you think about Arclight Phoenix, Skewer the Critics, they're going in.
I agree.
I'm surprised.
I see how you just named 2 red cards there.
Yeah. Okay, now I need to think of something else. tireless tracker.
Yeah, that's a while ago now.
Yeah, it is, but I think it's still relevant, and he's still going strong. Lightning bolt. People tried to get cathartic reunion. People tried to get fatal push. Can't forget fatal push. Like that was like the second anyone ever saw that card was like, oh, that's just modern playable. Like
they have managed to squeak a few through, but it is hard. It is hard.
You're right. Yeah, it is. I'm not disputing that. I'm pleasantly surprised because I just felt that they were doing quite a good job of it. And so it seemed just a bit of a surprise that they would try this, but there's no reason why they shouldn't. And
I think it makes it's a good way to get people to, well, 1, into modern, 2, modern reprints, 3, new cards for modern to shape up the meta, shake it up.
Yeah, so absolutely.
My idea is to do, but we don't know what it is yet. I've just been told to look out for it.
Oh no, it's cool. I think modern, it does. As fun, inverted commas, as modern is, it does need a bit of life being breathed into it. One thing that I was very pleased to hear about recently was the banning of Clan Ironworks. That warmed my heart, that did.
I was unhappy, but mainly because I've got 2 foil versions that I never sold.
Still good in Commander, though.
That's more of a me thing. But I don't really play Commander.
I mean, like, you can still, surely people might still like it, especially a foil one for a Commander deck.
Oh yeah, but the value has diminished quite rapidly.
I'm sure. If anyone's ever had the misfortune of having to play against that deck, it's not fun. Yeah, again, just kind of like the next debate thing, it's just so miserable. Any deck where I can sit there and phase out, make a cup of tea, come back, and my opponent is still going through the motions, that's excellent work, Wizards, in making sure that's not a thing. It's got
you can't blame Wizards for that. This was a card that was designed well before Modern was even a format.
Huh? No, I'm saying well done for banning it. I'm saying well done.
I thought you were going to say well done, Wizards.
No. Mistakes were made. Whatever, that's fine. And also, exactly, to your point.
I don't think that was then. Weren't all the cards in the deck quite old? There was nothing new that suddenly made the deck really broken.
No, but what I'm saying...
It was just someone suddenly sat down and went, hang on.
This all works together.
I could do this.
Yeah.
And then broke one. I don't think there was any recent cards in there. I might be wrong.
No, I think that some of the newest ones are probably Spine of Ishkar or the Thopter making guy. Yeah, what I mean is...
So all quite old, but and that's what I like about Modern, is someone can sit down and go, actually, not break a new card, but look at the history of Magic and go, okay, or the history of Modern and go, I can build this.
Yeah.
Let's see what this does. And that's fun. Like, you had eggs as well. That's fun. I know it's tiresome combo decks, but I like the idea of people having to actually look and make a broken deck out of what's already there, which no one has ever seen before, because Modern is such a large format.
Yeah.
I really enjoy that. The fact is, they turn out to be too good and then get banned.
Yeah, I mean, the more recent, I've just been all about the play experience, and I think it stems from having less time to play Magic. So when I have to sit through miserable games of Magic, then I find it quite frustrating. So I just think it's a good move to just streamline that play experience and just say, no, this isn't what Magic's about. Yeah, okay, it exists. It's, we made this, whether by design or by accident or just in the natural passing of time, that they made a card and then years later this card works with it, etc., etc. And I really like and agree that people can go deep into the workings of the cards and work out stuff and find these interesting combinations. That is great. I don't fault the person who discovered it. I just think it's not good for the game. I just don't think it's good for the game.
I understand that and I appreciate it. I think about that whenever I sit down opposite a control deck. And I'm just like, this isn't Magic. I don't care. I don't want to be... Why are you carrying my stuff? Let's just play a game of Magic. I don't want to be locked out of the game. I don't want you to be locked out of the ball state. Why are you countering it? This is just not fun.
It's never fun losing to control.
It's never fun losing full stop. Let's get that right.
That is true. I don't play Magic to lose. That is Truer words never spoken.
I've got better. I can still enjoy myself now. But it's like, I was playing a bit dirty when I was playing, at the pre-release I was playing Simic. So I was playing fat creatures, but also bounce and counter magic. I felt really bad. Swing, smash, bounce, counter, swing, smash, win. I was like, oh, maybe I should play blue more.
When it comes together, mucho satisfying.
It was disgusting. I was rubbing into my opponent's face. He's my mate Jay, and we play each other quite often. And whenever we do, I seem to kick his ass for whatever reason, because he plays a lot more than me, especially constructive magic. But limited is my thing. I'm going to smash him. He was like, "Nah, this time I've got you. I just destroyed him both games, but because we had the banter beforehand, made sure he really knew about it. So I was like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And then go, I've still got all this in my hand. Whee! You're a twat, Simon. Get out.
Love it.
I know, it's good. No, it's good banter. It's good.
No, I know it.
Good for the community.
Yeah, that's good. He's going to beat you one day, and he's just going to go, yes! Like this pent up rage. It's just like all the.
I came down the next round because I was immediately punished by playing some horrible cruel deck that just stomped all over my face.
No.
I was like, yeah, that's because I was being a bad winner. And karma immediately balanced the scales on it.
Yeah, it likes to do that, doesn't it? It likes to do that.
Yeah.
So that is all for now from us. Thank you very much for listening, and stay tuned for more.
I'll speak to you soon.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I can't have fun unless I win. Like, it's not possible.